Dirty dealings, corporate battles, consumer woes. This is Evening 5. The Ministry of Health is working on expediting the implementation of the diagnosis-related group system with the possibility of rolling it out by early next year, said PM Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim. The current cost of medical services in private hospitals is too high and unreasonable and requires regulation, Anwar said during the parliamentary question time on Tuesday. DRG is a healthcare financing method that classifies patients based on the type and complexity of their medical cases rather than itemizing each charge. The move comes as Malaysia faces an inflation rate of around 12.5% for medical services, one of the highest increases in recent years. Anwar added that the government will consider reviewing the Private Healthcare Facilities and Services Act 1998, which regulates and controls private healthcare in Malaysia. Meanwhile, Anwar said the government will cancel commitments to one or two drug makers while shifting to generic drugs as part of efforts to address medical inflation. He acknowledged that the country's drug costs have been rising uncontrollably and that drug purchases in recent years have been monopolized. Anwar explained that these generic drugs are more commonly produced in countries like Brazil, India and China, where they are studied and not necessarily tied to America or Europe, where the costs are too high. Recently, there was a public outcry over plans by insurers and takaful operators to raise medical premiums by 40 to 70% starting next year. Anwar said that Bank Negara and MOH will implement controls to ensure the medical insurance premiums do not rise sharply to the point of burdening the public. Skyworld Development has signed an agreement with the Penang state agencies to jointly develop the country's largest affordable housing project valued at 13 billion ringgit. Under the joint development agreement signed with the Penang Development Corp and its subsidiary PDC Properties, the project aims to deliver close to 38,000 affordable housing units that include Rumah Mampu Milik Madani and Rumah Bakat Baru Madani. The project is targeting the M40 group or those with household income below 11,800 ringgit per month. The units will be priced from 225,000 to 420,000 ringgit. The project will be built over two plots in Seberang, Perai. The signing ceremony was witnessed by Prime Minister Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Housing and Local Development Minister Nga Koh Ming and Penang Chief Minister Chow Kon Yew. Meanwhile, Nga urged more developers to take the initiative to implement more affordable housing projects to meet the target of building 500,000 affordable homes by 2025 under the 12th Malaysia Plan. Anwar also urged the parties to expedite this project, saying that for the Rakyat, there is an urgency when it comes to affordable housing. He added that the government, the public and the private sectors must work together to execute efficiently. According to Skyworld CEO Lee Chi Seng, the project is targeted to be launched by end 2025 or early 2026. Southeast Asia's second largest bank, Overseas Chinese Banking Corp, and fifth largest CIMB Group holdings are vying for a controlling stake in Bankpan Indonesia. Three people with knowledge of the matter said, Reuters reports. OCBC and CIMB have submitted non-binding offers for the stake offered by Australian lender ANZ and Indonesia's Gunawan family, which founded Jakarta-listed Panin Bank in 1971, according to Reuters. Sources also told Reuters that Maybank is working with an advisor on a potential bid. Other interested buyers include Japanese lenders Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group and Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corp. Panin Bank did not respond to requests for comment, while OCBC, CIMB, the two Japanese banks and Maybank declined to comment. ANZ owns a 39.22% stake in the bank, while the Gunawan family holds 46.52%, with their combined stakes worth about $2.4 billion according to LSEG data. Gamuda is acquiring a 20% stake in CloudSpace, a Google Cloud Premier partner, for 18 million ringgit. It is also teaming up with Dagang Exchange to provide on-premise Google Cloud services to Malaysian businesses and government agencies. The purchase of CloudSpace could lead the way for Gamuda to tap into the 36 billion ringgit technology services market with core offerings in cloud and AI capabilities, it said in a statement. CloudSpace is a Malaysian startup that builds, sells and services solutions for Google Cloud, Google Workspace, Workspace, Chrome Enterprise, and Google for Education. The company also provides software as a service, AI, and cybersecurity-related solutions. In a separate development, Gamuda has entered into a partnership with DNeX to form a joint venture company to provide novel air-gapped Google distributed cloud services to Malaysia in both the public and private space. The GDC Services is a sovereign cloud solution that offers customers the highest regulatory requirements access to Google Cloud's leading AI and cloud technologies in a secure, fully isolated on-premise environment. DNex's executive chairman, Tan Sri Syed Zainal Abidin, said that through this joint venture, they are committed to driving meaningful digital transformation that enhances efficiency, security, and service delivery for the public sector. Gamuda's Chief Digital Officer John Lim said partnering with DNeX represents a pivotal strategic alliance harnessing their solid, multifaceted technological prowess to enhance and enable AI and cloud adoption. They said the JV company is authorized to act as the sole provider of GDC services targeted at the over 11 billion ringgit market across government, including federal and state entities, as well as private entities such as financial service institutions and security-sensitive organizations. Salaries in Malaysia are projected to increase by 5% across all industries in 2025, and close to a quarter of companies plan to raise headcount next year, a survey showed. Industries like energy and shared services are leading in base salary offerings, human resources consulting firm Mercer said in a statement following the release of its annual Total Remuneration Survey. Certain job roles are also seeing notable shift in demand and pay, the firm highlighted. The talent market is competitive, with 70% of Malaysia companies intending to adjust their remuneration strategies next year, Mercer said. The survey involved more than 680 companies in Malaysia in industries including technology, consumer goods, manufacturing, retail, chemical, life sciences, retail and wholesale, energy and shared services, conducted between April and June. The projected salary increase for 2025 in Mercer's survey matches the rate in 2024's budget. The expected pay increment in Malaysia is lower than the 6.1% rise in Indonesia, but higher than Singapore's 3.8% rate. Hiring intentions, however, have weakened compared to last year, with the majority of the companies surveyed planning to keep their headcount level steady, and only 24% of respondents plan to expand their workforce, Mercer added. Malaysia's labour market is shifting towards a more strategic and employee-centric approach, prioritising competitive compensation packages, diverse incentive structures, flexible work arrangements, and tailored benefits. Growth jobs such as in cloud computing, electrical instrumentation, and control engineering are seeing salary growth alongside rising demand.